Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, June 22nd. Skipped yesterday. Bob wasn't ready to start the game. So I just kind of lazed around after work, doing not much of anything. Today is Tuesday, which typically would be movie day, because it's oh so convenient to watch a movie. Now, movie day, specifically, is the rebranding of home review, which I changed the name of because home review sounds like I'm reviewing a home as opposed to reviewing a movie while I'm at home. Different. But movie day is watching one of these. I'm not watching one of these today. Now, the goal for the year, which I don't know if I'll stick to, I didn't make no resolution or nothing, I just, have a goal for the year, was to watch a movie every week. I will be doing that. So how am I watching a movie, but it not being a movie day movie at home? Which, I mean, obviously the title of the video gives that away. I'm going to the theater. I'm gonna go watch In the Heights. It's a musical. I love musicals. Should be fun. I want to go to a movie. It's been a while. I haven't gone to the movies since New Mutants, I think, is the last movie I went and saw. So I'll go to the movie and I will discuss it afterwards, as typical. Just talking about my experience at the theater. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch In the Heights. Oh wow. I will give In the Heights 4 out of 5 stars. It was nice. It's nice. I mean, going into it, I'm of course familiar with Lin-Manuel Miranda's other work, but I knew the title song and 96,000, both great. But otherwise didn't know a whole lot about, I knew nothing about like the plot or the story. And man, it was good. Lots of romance stuff. We got, of course, Benny and Nina, and that's cute, and that works out. And then our lead character, Usnavi, and Vanessa. Ooh, Foxy. And she's this girl, and it's like, oh man, she's totally out of his league. But he, with the help from his cousin, he goes for it. And you love seeing it turn out. They play with you through the whole movie with what your expectations are. And as you get to the end, I'm like, my expectations of, because it starts with, okay, well, you've seen where he's at the end, because he's telling the story. And early on, you're like, yes, he's gonna make it. And as the story goes on, you're like, no. Are you saying he chose the wrong dream? So much of it, it's about dreams, and it's about home. And community. Community and home being so intertwined, and the importance of the place that you are, but also the people. And so much of it is the culture of the area, Washington Heights. But I mean, it's a concept that goes beyond that. Your home, your friends, those that are around you, that care about you, whom you care about, is important. And it really drives that home. And dreams. And as a dreamer, who has dreams of both, perhaps some form of romance in my future, God willing, and bigger dreams. I reach for the stars, that I might one day make a living doing my creative endeavors, that I might turn things that I do simply because I enjoy them into a way that I can make a living. That is a dream that is big. Some have said unrealistic, but it doesn't mean I don't try. And I think I might always, whether I get there or not. Movie encourages a lot with dreams, and well, you can say I'm a dreamer, so. Of course, we got some. Of course, Lin-Manuel Miranda as the shaved ice, competing with the ice cream truck. It's good just to see him in it. You know, like he'd made comments that by the time it got filmed, he had aged out of the role. So, good that he's so involved. And Mark Anthony was in it. Sonny's father. So that's, I mean, that's, I'm like, hey, that's, I mean, I'm sure he's done more music since the 90s, but that's what I do with stuff from, so. It's like, hey. The music was beautiful throughout. Like I said, I only knew 2 songs going in. So much wonderful music. You know, I took Spanish 1 in middle school, and in my freshman year of high school, I failed Spanish 2. I don't know much Spanish. But it's still a beautiful language. I mean, I did when I lived in Florida for school. I had 2 of my preset radio stations in my car living in Florida were just the Spanish stations, because the music is beautiful, whether I know what they're saying or not. But so I enjoyed so much of that. And some things had subtitles, I guess if it was plot relevant. A lot of it didn't. Whatever. Things I looked up. Abuela means grandmother, because that's an important thing. And that's that's the feeling I got, you know. But I looked that up to know. It's good. It's good. I had fun, you know. Missed out on watching another movie, checking another one off the shelf. But I got to come to a theater, enjoy an experience. And I mean, really, I have another one on the wish list of at someday to be added to the shelf. I definitely want to own it. I want to see it again. And visually stunning, both like just like the set and like the set. Like, I mean, I went to film school, so I noticed things like that. One of the things I focused on in film school was things like whatever, the art department, set decoration, props. Those were all things that I really enjoyed and cared about while in school. And so it was wonderful to just see some of the, just how they did a great job. And then the visual spectacle, the dance scenes, dancing through the streets and the swimming pools and etc., etc. It's a beautiful movie, visually, sounds beautiful, has some beautiful people. I loved it. Would recommend. But yeah, so I went out and I checked out In the Heights. It's also just nice to be back in a movie theater. It's not my first time back since the pandemic. I went and saw one movie. I saw, what was that last one? New Mutants. And they're like, and I guess that was them testing, are people going to the movies? Oh, nope. I did, but a lot of people didn't, so we've waited longer for movies. So I'm hoping now more going to the movies would be nice. And that may mean less watching movies at home. But the goal is still to watch regular movies. That's the goal. That said, I'm gonna call it an evening. Still got plenty of time, but I just need to go home and probably edit some stuff. This was the fun part of the day. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.